Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and this is my weekly oracle message for the collective for the week of April 10th, 2023. So how these readings work is that these are not personalized individual readings that I'm doing here today, but they are a generalized overview for the energy of the week for all of us as a collective, and just really giving us some insight into what the energetic theme is of the week, what we can expect, or a best way to embrace the energy and work with it versus just being completely unaware and kind of struggling against the energetic flow. So with that said, before I get into further details here, I just want to make sure that the video is good, that everybody can hear me. So if you are tuning in, just shoot me a comment, say hello, let me know if the quality of sound is okay on your end. Hi Eleanor, welcome lovely. How are you this magical moon day? Hi Dawn, welcome love. Thank you so much for sharing that. Appreciate that. All right, so just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share this and so people can see, because I am an hour behind. Normally I do these readings on Mondays around 5 p.m. Eastern time unless I announce it, but I wasn't really sure I was going to even be able to do this today, but I made it, so always in divine timing, right? All right. Okay. I think I did it. All good. All right, so with that said, these readings work in alignment with divine timing. So that means that I always set the intention that anybody who is meant to receive insight, or that if this message is meant for you to hear, you're going to find yourself here exactly when you're meant to. So it doesn't matter if you're watching this live or if it's on the replay months from now, weeks from now. You're here exactly when this message is going to hit home for you and benefit you by hearing it. All right. So with that said, again, this is more of a generalized overview. It's not individual readings here today. I do offer individual readings privately. So if you're interested in booking one with me, you can do that. Readings can happen across space and time, just like this. I do them on Zoom, as well as offer pre-recorded readings. And I also offer in-person and remote healing sessions. So take a look at my website, magicalme.com, or you can even look at my services here on my page. And you can always shoot me a message as well. Before I get into the reading, news and announcements. Let me just make sure. Let me see if there's anything going on at this time. No, I think the Cosmic Oracle, we already launched the Cosmic Oracle for the month, so that will close down until the end of the month. For those of you interested in rejoining, we are going to be adding something a little bit different. I'll be talking more about that closer to the end of the month. I will not be here next Monday doing the reading. If I can do it later in the week, maybe, but I will not definitely be here next Monday. I'm actually going away for a few days this week, so I will not be back to be able to do it in time. Just so that you know, heads up now, if you're interested in booking sessions or anything like that with me, I am booking into the end of April. Actually, I'm booking into the first week of May now, second week of May. So again, if you're interested, just send me a message and let me know. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead before we do the reading and just create some sacred space together. So I'm just going to ask you to, if you're able to do this, that's wonderful. If you're not, that's okay as well. So what you're going to do is just, when I say create sacred space, it really is about coming back to self and to really setting the intention that this space around you energetically is a clear space, safe space, but also brings you back to self and enables you to detach from anything that might be going on, any worries, any fears, being in the future, being in the past. It really just brings you back to self and brings you back to the present moment, which is oh so important. And as we are connecting and sharing energy across space and time to do this reading, I always invite you to participate with me. All right. So if you can safely close your eyes, go ahead. If not, you do not have to close your eyes to do this. But this is also a really wonderful practice to do every day or every morning or every time you just feel yourself really kind of, ungrounded and, maybe a little bit worried, a little bit stressed. It just really allows you to come back to that moment and what is most important within you at this moment and now. Okay. All right. So just close your eyes. I'm going to have you take a nice deep breath through your nose. And release it through your mouth. And as you do, you're just releasing all thought. So just setting the intention now to have a safe, protected space around us. Connecting into the here and now. We're leaving behind all stress, all thought, all worry. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And release. Just feeling yourself connecting more into your body. Letting go of any stress or any tension that you might be feeling in your body at this moment. Just relaxing and softening. And one more deep breath in through your nose. And release. Just dropping into your heart space. You can place your hand on your heart. It's coming into this moment of the eternal now. And in this moment, all is well. All is always well. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. So I am working with I don't know if you can see this or not. There's like a layer here. The Star Temple, Star Temple Oracle. And this is by Susie Cherub. Okay. Love this deck. It is actually connected into, it's essentially all of the stars in the Pleiadian star system. So it's really right up my alley, as I'm very strongly connected with the Pleiadian energy. So really beautiful insight and messages. All right, so let's go ahead and see what comes forward for the collective this week of April 10th, 2023, and what we all most need to know at this time. This is the energy of the week, what we all most need to know for the collective's highest and greatest good, April 10th, 2023. Woo! Sounded like Anubis was mirroring me. When I went, woo, he went, woo, woo, woo. In the background. I don't know if you heard of my dog barking. All right, so the first card that we have, because we actually had two come out, was Merope, which is one of the 7 stars in the Pleiades constellation. And it's a number 4. I think we had a number 4 last week, if I'm not mistaken. And number 4, once again, is, to me, it's all about the anchoring in. So really embodying, energy kind of stabilizing, grounding, earthing, anchoring. But it's also about direction and our foundations of moving forward. And that's really been a theme the last, I would say, at least 2 weeks or so, even maybe since the equinox, where we have had that new moon, that last new moon in Aries. We do have another new moon in Aries, partial solar eclipse coming up on the 20th or the 21st of the month. Things that I talk about in the Cosmic Oracle more in depth. However, that Aries energy and that new moon, it really was like the beginning of a new energetic and astrological year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac wheel. So we really have this this new pathways that are actually being created, that are being anchored in our new timelines. And what that means, for those of you who are unfamiliar with that terminology, essentially it's, our paths that, we work, these cycles that we work on, or that we live our lives on, it's like a pathway that is kind of set out before us based upon circumstances, our own, karmic experiences that need to happen, that need to play out, ancestral stuff, our vibration, our consciousness. And as we move through healing and being upgraded, if you will, because the healing allows for us to upgrade consciously, energetically, within our vibration. And as we move through those cycles, we get to level up. And as we come into a certain space, we then can quantum leap from one cycle that we've been running on to a new cycle, a new timeline. So with that 4, that's really what that's speaking of to me, is really speaking to our divine pathways that are now being created as we go. So be mindful of that you are the key to your own foundation. As we move forward, we are creating, okay? But it's the mirror, which really speaks to what I'm saying, and it says, reflect. I hold the mirror up to see, accept and love all of me. Beautiful card. Okay. So absolutely what I was just saying with that foundation energy is we're creating as we go. Our life, the people in it, our circumstances, what we experience, are all reflections of our own self and where we are and what we say, what we do, what we feel about ourselves. So our inner it's like we ourselves are the universe or divine source in physical carnation. We are the universe experiencing itself. You are the universe, right? So you're creating with your own thoughts. So what you feel about yourself, I think actually I just talked about this in the Cosmic Oracle, is being, we're in this space of I am. When you are, you already know, you are already able to establish from that space. Versus if you feel that you are not worthy, not enough, not lovable, not capable, if you're not lucky, this is a really important reminder for us all to start to take accountability and be more mindful of the stories that we've created for ourselves, that we tell ourselves, the stories that we've been playing out. Do you know that you are the main character of this story called life? That you are able to change the story anytime you like. You remember when we were younger, I don't know, this might date me, which is whatever. For those of you who, are my age or older, you'll remember this. I used to love, and now I understand why, I used to love those books that you got to change the, there was like fork in a road in these books, and you got to choose what choice and what would happen next. And when you chose, you skipped to such and such page in the book, and a different reality would play out versus the reality of what the next page would have been if you chose the other option. It's like that. So we choose based upon the story that we are playing out, that we're telling ourselves. We've come into this world as mirrors, reflecting our own familial conditioning, parental conditioning and patterning, ancestral patterning, and that's been huge, by the way. Ancestral patterning and people clearing ancestral karma right now, huge, because that's enabling us to quantum leap. We're stopping, cycles for not only ourselves, but also clearing it for our ancestors across space and time. So it's a pretty powerful time that we are in right now. At the same time, we have that ability to change our storyline at any given moment. We have the ability to change the experiences. For example, someone who may be not feeling lucky in finances or in love, just using 2 examples here, if you don't find that you are attracting the sort of connections or experiences or financial opportunities that you desire, that is an opportunity to look at what you are saying, what you are believing, because your mind is linked into a vast grid network that does dictate and send out waves and signals into that, into your reality, that then goes forward and actually creates the reality as you go. So if you don't believe that you're good enough, if you don't believe that you're lucky, if you don't believe that there's anything else out there, or there is a person out there that it fits all of these expectations that you have, then that is exactly what you will continue to create. At the same time, if you're carrying any inner wounding from old experiences, poverty patternings from ancestors, things like that, this is the time for you to say, no more. I am worthy of love. I am love. I am abundant, and I create infinite blessings and abundance. And it's not just about saying these things. It is about believing these things. It is about coming from that space of power, from that space of knowing. So this is a wonderful opportunity to look at all your circumstances that you're currently experiencing, to look at your connections, to look at those people in your life or not in your life, and take a good look then at their behaviors and their patternings, and ask yourself, what is it that they are mirroring to me? What is it that this situation is mirroring back to me to show me what I'm unconsciously projecting outwards at this time? And I just heard, pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams are the unconscious patternings and woundings that you are carrying, that are trying to speak to you, to show you what needs to be released, what needs to be healed. Our dreams will oftentimes, everybody focuses on like prophetic dreams and how when our dreams happen, it's like, oh no, this is what's going to happen, and we go into fear and panic. But we actually create those scenarios. It's called self-fulfilling prophecies then, because our subconscious mind or our unconscious, it will seek sometimes to sabotage, to keep us in a state of safety, to keep us protected, what it thinks is protecting us. But reality is that when we carry that forward, prophetic dreams are so less common than unconscious sabotaging dreams. Those are there to show you an option that things could play out with more of the energy. We naturally put more energy into fear than we do of hope. The what could go wrong versus the what if this goes right. That's just something that we kind of are ingrained with. So it's important for you to recognize those things. And if you have a dream that is fear-based or like unconscious sabotage, it is important for you to wake up and then say, no, that's absolutely not the reality that I choose. I recognize that it is a reality that can occur, but it is not the reality that I choose. Here's the reality that I choose. And start to go forward with that mindset. That doesn't just apply to dreams. That applies to every single thing in your life. So if there are people and situations that are not, you're not receiving the experiences back that you wish to have, then it's up to you to look within yourself and say, what is it about me that is projecting outwardly this experience? I'm not going to have this experience anymore. So I'm going to shift this, and this in myself. Okay. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. So yes, mirror is the card that came forward here for the week, and reflect. I hold the mirror up to see. So every experience, every person, every situation, every dream, every single opportunity, everything that happens is a mirror. We are the universe experiencing ourselves here. All right. When you have that awareness, it shifts everything. All right. And oftentimes the moment we see a pattern, we recognize the reflection, it clicks into place. There's your key of ascension. You're already moving forward on the journey of transforming it, because now everything that comes into your awareness is what is being created. See? So I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. And all of you is everything that you're experiencing. The people, even the toxic ones. Sorry to say that, but that's not to shun yourself. It is to love and accept those parts of yourself that attracted those experiences to you, because they were essential to your teaching. They were essential to your growth here in your soul's evolution. All right. There was another card that came flying out with this, and it is Alcyone, which is the brightest star in the Pleiades constellation. It's considered to be the Pleiadian sun. And it's the Empress of the Night. And it says, finale. After the storm, I emerge a shiny new star. It's a number 8, and 8 to me speaks to not only karmic cycles and karmic patterning, but it speaks, so it's like the finale, overcoming the karmic cycles, the mirror coming first, and all this conversation I just had being the precursor to leading the pathway to your grand finale, that you are ready to open up, wake up, and step into your light, to step into, and that's not shunning dark, okay, because obviously we are light and dark, but it enables you to step beyond the current patterns of darkness that you are experiencing and step more into your light, to step into the light of a brand new day and experience here. And 8 to me is also a reminder of the infinite cycles, that we ourselves are infinite, that when you recognize that there is no right or wrong, there is no one way, that everything, again, you're the universe experiencing the universe. We are the divine experiencing itself over and over and over again. We have infinite possibilities laid out before us, because your mind is the paintbrush that paints the blank canvas, which becomes your reality. Therefore, you are infinite. There is no such thing as lack of anything. Lack of love, lack of funds, lack of friends, lack of support, lack of connection. It all exists within you, and through you then becomes your external, right? So this is your grand finale, everyone. This week is setting the stage and prepping us for that new moon in Aries solar eclipse, which all eclipses bring major events, like major life-changing events, all right? They're very unpredictable, so it can go either way in your life. But at the end of the day, remember, everything is always working for you. It is not happening to you. It's happening for you. But also understand with this message this week that it's teaching us that it's happening in lieu of you. Okay? So, I emerge a shiny new star. All right? So, your radiance is being restored. That goes it goes in that perfect alignment too with the energy of, for those who celebrate Easter, it's also just, to be considered the energy of the resurrection energy, regardless of religion or anything like that, and, figures that are celebrated. It's about resurrection of your light, your Christed light, your Christed consciousness, which is your oneness, your divine light, being reborn and anchoring in more of that light through the recognition of those experiences that have taken away from you. Recognizing that you're the mirror, that you are mirroring everything, that all is love, all is well, that you are those people that are in your life that you're experiencing, that you are those circumstances that are in your life that you're experiencing. You are everything. Which means then you have the power to shift and transform all of it. All right? With this awareness, we emerge the shiny new star, the Empress of the Night, which means that we master the darkness within and we step into our divinity. Mastery does not mean to exclude, shun. It means to honor, to observe, to witness, to love, to hold space, to integrate within, and then to rise above in lieu of that. All right. All right, everybody, that is our magical Moonday message for the week. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I do apologize for those of you who may have missed this because I did not announce when I was going to be going live, and I was an hour behind my normal time. But again, everything in divine timing, always. It's 633 and 77% on my thing. So look at those magic numbers there. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. And those of you who watch back on the replay, thank you as well. Please don't forget to give this video a like, share if you choose. And yeah, appreciate you all being here as always. Take care and have a magical week.